podcast today. We are honored to have Krista Edmond, a career well-being coach with ICF-PCC certifications. Krista specializes in career coaching, lifestyle coaching, and health coaching, guiding individuals toward professional success while maintaining personal fulfillment. As the founder of E-Mindset Lab, he is dedicated to helping people unlocking their full potential through transformational coaching. Amazing things are you doing, Krister. How are you?
I am fine, thanks, and thanks for the invitation to your show here. I'm so honored to be here and being invited like this. I want to make a short correction. I am not the founder of eMindset. It is actually, I had my supervisor earlier in Argentina, so that was Veronica, her name, Rebora Arnold, and so I'm only coaching, and that is what I'm doing, working together. So I'm working together as a coach together with my wife, and so we coach together. And she's from Pakistan, so
Really? Oh,
yeah.
that's amazing. And you and her, you're running E-Mindset Lab together.
No, 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 no. It was my supervisor who lives in Argentina, who was actually the founder of eMindset. So I am not the founder. I was coordinator and I was coaching. So I was
Okay.
in Argentina and I was coaching at her husband's company, for example. So that is what I was doing in Argentina. So big
That
problem.
is amazing, and the concept and the since I follow Peter H. Diamandis, you know Peter H. Diamandis, Dr. Peter H. Diamandis from USA, Silicon Valley, and he is founder of X Prize and Singularity. He is the founder of Singularity University, and he's got more than 20 businesses in space, and he's serial entrepreneur, and he's the a360.com,
Yeah.
abundance360.com. My I am abundance wala, so I get the concept from him because I work on mindset, and I'm his student for 30 days mindset boot camp from Peter H. Diamandis. So that name resonates with me. That's why Sir
Yes.
Rihan,
That's
you just
now I
mentioned.
understand. Mindset. Yes.
Yeah, you got me there. I mean, yeah, anything. I mean, because it's everything is mindset. I mean, you are there.
Yes.
You are you just because of your mindset. I'm myself because of my mindset. Somebody is successful just because of the mindset. Somebody is not
Exactly.
successful. So that's
Yeah,
amazing. Everything start from the mindset. And this
I
is
agree.
most important area of work for everybody, for every
Yeah.
human being who's got bit of brain. He needs to work on the mindset. Amazing thing. You just introduce yourself. I have just got you few words and introduce yourself in details. Give your life story and how, I mean, what makes you to come to lifestyles and mindset and all this. I mean, rocking things and a
Yeah.
growth mindset and what takes you to this stage.
Yeah. It's like a long story. I will try to make it short, you know. I have been working within IT. I've been working as a project manager at IBM for 7 years. I was also a business developer at Ericsson Telecom 3 years. And I've been working very much with purchasing 7 years. I've been working as a community coach in a rural area for 3 years. I had a project. I started up my own company in 1987, and I have always had employment almost all the time beside my company. So it was like, since I am quite creative, I really like to do new things, and I have noticed IT since many, many years. I started more than 30 years ago with with IT, and I was interested in communicating with people. And the reason why I started up as a coach, that was when I worked at IBM. I worked with the knowledge transition project from Sweden, IBM Sweden, to India, and people in India came from Bangalore. So I was project manager and team leader for different projects, and also I was working as a delivery project manager. So I had many different kind of roles at the same time, and I noticed that the most and biggest challenges for people, it's related to the mindset if you go back there. And the coaching part was the most important, to talk with the people and make them engaged and inspire them to see new ways to find solutions. Because the people coming from abroad, from India to Sweden, they miss their families so much, and it's hard to work if you all the time are missing your family. And for the Swedish people, they were afraid for their salaries, for their jobs, because they should hand over their jobs to the people from India coming here. So then I was thinking it's most important to get the people on board and have a common goal and working towards it. So I made it clear, you will lose the current job. What do you want to do instead? Can you see any new opportunities? So I started up with a coaching mindset already then. And there were later on little layoffs and so on. Then I started groups with people actually for using their creativity and see new opportunities. And I did this on my own. So I invited to the aula people. It came around 100 people, and then I invited people from other countries. So we had like workshop in the aula. So I asked questions to them. So we started up with new thinking and 6 thinking hats, which was created by Edward de Bono, Dr. Edward de Bono. Lateral thinking, I was really interested because I had a manager some years ago when I was working as a purchaser, 7 years, and warehouse manager, and he was very creative. So he said, creativity is what we can use for finding new ways instead of getting stuck when the market or what's happening in the on the market. So we are creating a new possibility for the future. So I learned about the 6 thinking hats. That's a method. I don't know if you have heard about Edward de Bono, lateral thinking, 6 thinking hats. It's very
No,
simple. You are
actually.
using 6 different kind of symbolic hats with 6 different colors. They represent, for example, creativity or facts and feelings. The red hat, the blue hat, like the Sherman hat, to have the control. The yellow hat, logistical logic benefits. The yellow hat, like the sun, and the black hat, like the rain, thunder. That is logical risks. And you must be able to tell why something is not working. Because in all the meetings, almost all the meetings I've been on, it's always someone who is coming to a meeting and is very positive, looking for opportunities in the future. And some are coming there, no, we have done this before, and they are very negative. If you can recognize those people very fast in a group, then you can meet them on their own level, and you know which color of the hat they are wearing. So I used that method and actually taught them about how to use the hats. And then we improved the time for the meetings, and the meetings will be much more effective. So when you understand simple tools and can use them and apply them immediately, it is going very well. So it went very well then, and I decided to stop the work at IBM, and then I started up my own business, and I created a project using social media for creativity and bring up new jobs in the rural area. So I invited people from the organizations, from the companies, from the elderly part, and from the youth. And I was to the youth garden. I was going to places where I also invited together with employment services and with the entrepreneurship organization in that rural area. So we arranged meeting with the minister for the employment minister for Sweden came there. So we had a big meeting in the people's house. I had never done those things before, but I was seeing things we can do together. So what I did was to using social media, and now we are talking about like it's 13, no, it's I think 15 years ago. So I started up quite early with those things, and it was new with social media. But and then I got an invitation from USA, International Child Art Foundation, and the founder of that organization was Dr. Ashfaq Ishak. He has Pakistani background, and he had been working for the World Bank. And then I asked, why did you contact me? I see you are doing both creativity and IT. So do you want to come and be here in Washington, D.C. and hold a creative event on World Children's Festival? Yeah, of course, that would be interesting, I said. But then it was about leadership, it was about environment, and it was about creativity. And then I was actually mentor in 3 schools. So I told the students and the teachers, I want to create a project and bring some students with me, but we need money for it because the founder, Dr. Ashfaq Ishak, he said, I want you to come with the children to the festival. So I brought 4 of the students with me with 2 of the teachers to Washington, D.C. And the students who were not coming with me, because it was 4 only, we asked for money and we found sponsors and so on. And we lived in 2 host families in USA when we went there. So that was very interesting as well. So I've been doing many different kind of things. So I'm always looking for possibilities. And it was very successful. And it came around 16,000 people on that event. And the students who were not coming with us, they were they were creating photos and put up on the website. I used something which was called Grouply. That was before Facebook. So we created that forum. And the students who were not coming with us, who were elected to go, they put up photos, videos, and their dreams for the future. So that was what their classmates who were coming with me to Washington, D.C. presented. Those are our classmates. They have taken those photos and put up the videos. The election was based on the students who were supporting their classmates. That was, they should come with positive and commenting and inspiring, encouraging. And that was the basic for being elected to come with me to Washington, D.C. So that was also, then I became the representative for Sweden for this International Child Art Foundation. And it was 2011. It's like 14 years now ago, but that was something I really remember because that was so amazing because it was the students who were creating the things and they just got education how to make the photos with the golden cut and everything, how they make the photos from the chairman of the photo club. So that teacher were going to the different classes and taught them how to use the camera. So and then I decided the thing I really like is coaching. Then I was go to the next step then, the coaching part. I want to inspire, encourage people. So when I was working as a coach, then I was into, I want to get a job because the coaching part went down. I didn't have the project. Then I got an employment. So I started to work for a company called Lernia. That's the competence company here in Sweden, one of the biggest ones. And I got a role as a coach for working in prisons. So then I worked in prisons. I started to work in one of the class one, the highest risk prison. So I came in there working with 10 of the inmates, and they had everything. They had done everything from murder. They had done all different kind of things. And I connected with them. I know that the most important is to connect with people. That is the most important. Get them to want to change, want to listen. And you have so short of time when you are working with inmates, because many of them, they have something which is quite common. They have no impulse control. They are like that. Many of them are having NPF, neuropsychological functional challenges like ADHD. So that is very common. Around 30% of the inmates are diagnosed with that, and then they get medication and so on. But that was also very good. I had to be very fast because otherwise they lost their interest. So I involved them. Okay, what do you think is interesting? What are your dreams? And then I showed movies, short parts, and then we discussed about the movie. What do you like this? I used music. I used also like meditation. What do you use for relaxing? What do you do when you relax? How do you meditate? And many of them were actually Muslims. So I noticed they had a sense of actually using the spiritual part as well. So it was both Christians and Muslims in the prison. But we never like fighting. We were together and talking. We had the same goal. We are there for helping each other to do better things and using their experiences as criminals. They are very talented, for example. They can do whatever they want for making a business so they can get money or get drugs or whatever it is, or the status with the cars or whatever. And that was what I was working with. And I was also working with unemployed people. That's why the career coaching part, since I've been working with partly at IBM when I invited to the aula and so on. So, now I am working together with my wife. So we are trying now to come back and start up this coaching service online, which is something we have been working for 1 year now. But it's really hard with coaching because AI and the companies, they have their coaches, they have everything into place. When I talk to people, they say, no, we are using our own resources. And the time now, they don't employ, they don't want to invest, they don't want to pay anything. So it's like everything is frozen. So now I am looking into new possibilities instead and see what I can do. And I'm thinking a lot about my experiences and what I can do. Can I start up? We have this kind of thinking. Shall we start with e-commerce or something like that? When shall I go to Pakistan, for example? Can I find some kind of project we can work together with? And since I'm into education as well, I've been working with it so many years and the coaching, I can see so many things which Rehan Alawala, what he is doing with the students, with the people for creating a change. That is so good. And I've been interviewed by more than 70 of the students from Rehan School. And that is so amazing because they are so talented. So the last 3 years I've been interviewed, and that's so interesting.
Okay, I mean, this is an amazing story. You've been doing great work and much more than I can think of. You've been doing what I am planning to do in next 11 months. You've been doing it for the last 15 years, and you're running a foundation, and you run such amazing stuff, and you're a project manager. It's amazing stuff. Okay, can you read Pakistan Abundance Summit and in my background?
I have seen that Pakistan Abundance Summit. Yes, that looks great.
Okay, one and another is I need to fetch TEDx to Pakistan. I need to have a lesson. I am planning to have a lesson under the umbrella of Sir Rihan Lawala. He has tasked me to hold this summit, Pakistan Abundance Summit, in next year, April 2026, in Karachi. So I want you. This gonna be a big, huge festival of the entrepreneurs, investors, tech people, professionals from all walks of life, and we are doing it on the design and pattern of Peter H. Demendis. He does it annually, and he just concluded his summit in America, in North America, in Beverly Hills, and it was a 13th Abundance Summit. So inspired from him, we are holding same summit next in 11 months, not complete 1 year, but next April 2026. And I really invite you to be part of this tribe, just because you're also looking for the new opportunities, and we want the people like yourself who are looking for the new opportunities,
Yeah.
and be a speaker, keynote speaker, express your experience there. And I want you to be my podcast partner. I want to podcast not only you time and again in the series, but also I want to talk to the Swiss government people whom you are working with in education, so that you do have business from them, and then you can have business from Pakistan too, and then you can get business to Pakistani people, and then you can work together, because over here e-commerce has just kick-started. People are earning in millions and doing so well in Pakistan. And since now we've got 60% of is our youth, and they all are very well versed with the new technology. They know how to use AI, they know how to use blue screen this, and they know how to use the smart technologies. And you would find lots of people. I mean, the greatest of the wealth we've got, they are the youth itself. And then luckily they can speak English. I mean, otherwise, you won't find. I mean, that big, huge chunk of youth speaking English from the one area, even, and that's amazing stuff. I want you to be the part and to part of the Abundance Summit. I formally invite you to come to Pakistan next year, and let's be join hand in hand. Since your wife is Pakistani, I mean that's great of the proud we have with you. It's that make you and me a brother, and you like
Yes, brother.
yeah,
Thank
brother.
you for the invitation. I'm honored. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity, and that is something I really want to do. I can see it, and what you tell me about it, I am really impressed and how you are bringing it and the work together with Rian and Peter. Yeah, like everything you are talking about, and I want to tell this. It was my wife who told me, Christy, you have been working with IT and you have been doing those things. You have to look into AI. She told me, and she took like an e-commerce education drop shipment with Shopify and so on. So she got me to think new because I was a little bit okay. I'm retired now. I don't need to focus so much on the work, but she inspired me and said, no, you have much more to give and work with and do. I was okay, I listened to you. So I changed, and now she is also part of my business. So it's work together with her. So she's my business partner. And I'm also, she's CSO now, chief
So,
strategy.
Christopher,
Yeah.
what I can do for both of you, I can network. I'm an insane networker. Look at the time I am talking to you. I just got the opportunity because I follow the instruction of Sarihan Lawala. He's my mentor, and I keep
Yeah.
following what's he's giving me instructions on Facebook. He's giving me instructions on my WhatsApp, and I mean we are all. I mean he's wake, I'm wake. Although I mean there's huge difference, 11 hours difference. So I mean he's right now in USA, and he's living
Yeah.
in different time zone, and I'm entirely different. But I, since you work on mindset, so
Yeah.
he has 3 months earlier, or maybe more than 2.5 months earlier, I was a dead man. Since
Yeah.
I lost my courage, I lost my everything in my
Wow.
and in 3 months he touched my heart, and he
Yeah.
get me the massively transformative purpose, and that's abundance.
Yes.
And I'm working on mindset for last 3 months, and I'm getting boot camp, that mindset boot camp from Peter H. Diamandis, just because of Rihanna Lavala it himself. He's such a
Wow.
super, he's per person. He touches hard, and
Yes.
it gets me atom bomb energies, exponential. And then in myself,
Yes.
if you want me to talk whole night, I'm gonna talk to you, just because I want to just success, make this Pakistan abundance successful. I want TED Talks to come, that it has to come to Pakistan, and I'm working to working for the lessons of TED Talk. So what I can do right now, since I am an insane networker, I can network for yourself, for your wife, for your foundation. I can get connected to your government. You get me the appointment settled. I'll talk to your government, then we can get you our students from Rihanna Lavala. You're already impressed with them, how they work.
Yes. I
We
know.
get you the intern. I'll get you the business from your own government, from there in Switzerland. Just get me connected with any of the government bodies. I know, since I work here in Pakistan with government, and I know how to talk to the governments. So what I can do, I can fetch you the project from there in Switzerland, in the government of Switzerland.
In Sweden. Sweden. I correct. Sweden.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweden. So I can talk to the Swedish government, and they can get you the projects, and then I can get you the interns also from Rihanna Lavalas. These little champs, and I
Yes.
call them, anybody who works with AI. I call them young adults, though they are
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years. But I
Yeah.
mean, they are of your and my age, just because of the AI, because
Yeah.
we all are working with AI now.
Yeah.
So this is the idea. If it resonates your heart, talk to your wife. I want her also to podcast you and her together, and then we'll be podcasting with your government, Sweden government. And you get me the contacts, get me meetings set. I'll be talking to them, getting you the business. And
Yeah.
since and in here in Pakistan, if you are interested, I can host you. You come to Pakistan. There's a hell lot of e-commerce going on in Pakistan.
Yeah,
Just
I know that. And that
yeah.
is what she told me. She told me you should look what we are doing, what the people are doing here in Pakistan. She sound like she inspires me, and I see it's like the last 2 years it has been like that, a rocket. And I see that is amazing. And I compare with other countries. I see here in Sweden, for example, they are so much after. They don't understand this, and many are afraid of AI. As I was like that myself, I was, no, it's taking over. I want to have control and what is happening. Now I don't do anything without using AI. I'm using cloud, use
Oh,
chat.
okay, Esther. I mean, this is last minute going on, and the finishing statement I can ask you is that let's network
Yes,
together for you, for your wife, and for your foundation, and let's
yeah,
get connected to not only Swedish government but corporations, companies, and
yeah,
any individuals there in Switzerland. If you can get me the contacts, I'll be talking to them. I'll be networking them. I'll get you connected with your government, with the individual organizations for your business. Then again, when you have got the business, then I'll get you the people from Pakistan, from Rihanna Lawalas. He's already
yeah,
there. He's your friend. You know him for 13 years. He's you
yes,
you and him are older friend than I am. So so there's no problem. HR is no issue. Business cannot be bigger issue, just because no, this is the right time. Now the governments, they are knowing AI, they are
Yeah.
knowing the worth of artificial
Oh,
intelligence
yes.
and the
Yeah.
e-commerce also. So
Yeah.
that's all from my side. And anything you want to tell me, the message to the planet, and then if at all you've got the plans for the future, let me know, so that we can act accordingly. Now,
That's
message to
perfect.
the planet and your plans. Yeah, over
Yeah,
to you.
that is very good. I am really pleased with this conversation, and I appreciate your invitation, everything you are talking about. I am going to, yeah, talk with my wife. She used to say, "You are on the front, I am behind. I don't want to be out there. You do the broadcasting, you are talking with the people." So she is my backup, my support, and that is the way she wants to work. She has been very clear with it, and I respect and I understand her. I say that is. Very understandable. You choose how and where you want to be. If you want to be on the broadcasting or not, that's her decision, I used to say. So, but I'm going to talk to her because she's very smart and she's analytical and doing research and spend a lot of time and provide me with a lot of things. Instead of me sit and search for things, she come up with names or companies like that all the time. So that's great.
So
I'm
thank
so
you.
thank you. I want to say this. I have a message to all
Yeah.
people who are hearing about what we talked about now. You can hear how open Safar, he talked about his own experiences from actually 3 years back when was not happy at all. Like life can be like that. That is happening to all. I have also been homeless. I have been jobless. I have been sleeping in cellars. I have lived during the worst conditions. So everything can happen in our lives, but we need to keep the mindset positive and keep on working and do it together and reach out the hand. I used to say that if you need, don't bring it within yourself. Ask for help, contact someone. That is my message to the audience who are hearing.
Okay,
So thank you.
what if I mean I offer you to be on my podcast show every day for the mindset? Do you
That
read
would
what
be
I say?
amazing. That would be amazing.
So I'll check out a plan and I'll let you know. And what time suits you?
My time suits me when it's possible for you, the best time.
Okay,
I
that's
have been
amazing.
work.
Christopher,
I have,
it's been
yeah. I used to be nighttime like this time. That is very good. It's also good in the morning time. The daytime used to be other things which is coming up. So this time is perfect because then it's quiet outside, no other things coming in.
that I love that. That's cool. I'll get back to you once. I mean, because I'm lot many things are going on in my life right now, and I'm
Yeah,
also taking a course, teach AI teachers training course at Rihan School, and I'll really recommend you and your wife. Once you go through, this is 2 months course. If you can take that care, I mean, I can recommend just because I'm also student there, and it
yeah,
has changed my life, and it has got me lots of energies and lots of courage to do stuff. And that's why I'm holding this summit, and I'm trying to take TEDx to Pakistan. I'm trying to obtain its license for TEDx Pakistan. So
that,
if you like, I mean, this is too cheap. It's very, and I would really recommend, if you just I'll send you the links, and then you can open a Rihan school in your area physically. So he'll be
that,
really happy to do that, because your wife is from Pakistan. I mean, that's
yeah,
superb of the thing, that's best of the relationship that you and we have. You're our
that
brother.
would be
He's
great. Yeah,
Pakistani, our brother. So we'd love to have even business relationships with you in coming times.
the
And
same.
till then, see you and bye bye.
Okay, take care now. Allah Hafiz, and thank you to everybody, and thank you so much for
Thank
inviting
you and
me.
Allah Hafiz.